Hello and welcome back. Today we're at the Royal Botanical Gardens in Hamilton. I was taking a trip out to Hamilton on the weekend, this long weekend, and I passed what is called the Rock Garden, and that looked pretty interesting, so I decided to stop and take a look. And so this is the Royal Gardens. So there's a trail that goes around the outside of the gardens up at a high level, and then which is the lookout trail, and then there are many staircases and other smaller trails down below. I think we'll go down there. I was shooting some video yesterday. I actually shot quite a bit of video yesterday, and my phone was both full of memory as well as the app was crashing, so none of it saved. So hopefully this time it saves. Wow, this is pretty cool. Go around this way. So right inside the door there's a volunteer who told me this used to be a quarry, and during the Depression the city of Hamilton used it as a work project to help stimulate the economy and to give people jobs. Afterwards it was turned into a garden, which is what it is now. I think recently, it has been well maintained. Well, you can tell it's been well maintained, but I suspect in the maybe the last 10 years there's been a bit of a revival, because the entrance building is this new building with these great blue lamb beams. It's also hard not to draw some similarities to the evergreen brickworks. Ooh, that's cool. Nice little pond and waterfall over there. I think we will continue this way. Kind of want to see everything. There's some nice stairs up into the woods there. These kind of gardens, you never know really, don't know the best way around it to see everything. There's a map here. Okay, so there's like a little bit of a meandering stream through it. And then an upper and a lower garden, and we are in the lower garden right now. Okay, cool. Oh, it's a cool waterfall. It's a super cool waterfall. Yeah, it's a guy at the top. Super cool. I'm gonna try and put the phone down so that I can take some photos with my camera. So there were some, I asked the volunteer if being a rock garden, it was related to Japanese gardens, because that's what initially piqued my interest. And she didn't think so, she didn't know, but she thought there was probably some resemblance or some parts that were similar. And you can see that in like the stones around the creek and the rock bridge there. It's quite pretty. Alright, so I decided to try filming this instead of one long take because that's what crashed the app. I am now trying to do it in multiple smaller video segments, as well as through the native camera app instead of the Gimbal's camera app, because there's the Gimbal's camera app that wasn't saving the files. So we'll see how this goes. This being the August long weekend is actually the first time in 2 years that I've used my camera for photography. And I felt like it was about time to feel like I was traveling again and not just use my iPhone for photos. There's a building up there, which is kind of nice. Looks like it's could be a cafe or something, but it's closed right now. While I was so up there in the top, you can see the new entrance center and the curved glue lamps and all that of the building. So that's pretty recent in the last couple years. I like this place. It's a really nice garden. There's a lot of different kinds of vegetation that I have no clue what it is. But overall, you know what? I think we should go take a look at this building. Follow these two people up. See if there's an interesting view from the top. Oh, there's a winding staircase. But we'll follow these two so that we're one directional flow, as it were. Robert's Striped Garden House. It's quite a good view of the garden up here. That is super cool. Alright, we'll continue on back down the way we came. So I took the GO train from Union Station downtown Toronto and I wanted to get to Hamilton, and I got to as far as Aldershot on the train, which was the end of the line. And then I knew there was a bus from Aldershot to Hamilton, and when I had looked it up online, it was a GO bus that was bus number 18. And so when I left the station, I got outside the station, there were two buses. One city bus, number 18, and a GO bus. And the GO bus neither bus was facing me, but at the back of the city bus it said bus 18, so I was like, oh, that's the bus. Got on the bus, the GO bus left, this bus didn't. Decided to look up online because the bus I was on, the city bus I was on, said clockwise, and I was like, clockwise? Why would it be clockwise? Turns out that bus doesn't actually go to Hamilton, and I had missed my bus. So I did my contingency plan, which was just to bike into Hamilton, and I got halfway before I found this garden. But interestingly, while I was biking in, I saw so many people with so many bird watchers and train spotters too. I was crossing this bridge above some train tracks, and there was these two guys with fold-out chairs train spotting. It's a cool That red tree looks like it could be a Japanese maple. Not that I know my trees at all, but maybe. I'd be making a guess. Oh, there's a sign. We can go check it out. Just go around that. This is where we started. This is where we came down into the valley. We did actually pass this tree already. And the tree is a Japanese maple. Beni Otake. Yeah. Getting better at identifying trees. This makes me happy. And I wanted to cross this bridge to get to that bench on the other side of the fountains to see if there was a good view. Oh yeah, look up there, look at that. Building is very prominent and very well integrated into the garden design. There's a bench to sit down here. This is quite a nice spot. I do enjoy that. And under the shade of a tree. It's getting a bit warm now that it's the afternoon. It's getting a bit warm out. Being part of the Royal Botanical Gardens, there's a lot of flowers, but not a whole lot of scenes. And I think if I was being critical of the garden in that sense, because I like Japanese gardens so much, there aren't a lot of like set views the way you would get in a Japanese garden. Like in a Japanese garden you would turn the corner and there'd be a framed view using the vegetation as a frame, and then you would see a view with layered foreground, middle ground, background elements. And there's a bit of that here, which is hard to like not have. But it doesn't seem as cultivated as like a Japanese garden would be. So, garden path or visitor center. Definitely want to do the garden path. There's these fake butterflies attached to, oh, and there's a real butterfly. Some hydrangeas. It's a nice garden. I think I want to go through the woods though. Not so much into the access road part of the journey. This is a very nice garden. I think, having only been to 2 or 3 in Toronto, this is a top favorite. Let's see if there is a good lookout view from up here. Being on the top edge of the quarry now, you can see the garden house at the back there, pond at the bottom. There's quite a lot of trees there, so not really a view. These hydrangeas are cool. They're so cool. So full. The first house I grew up in had a giant hydrangea, a rhododendron bush in front of it. And it was a very beautiful colored blue when it blossomed. It was really cool. From here, along the stairs, I think this is about the best we're gonna get. Not bad. Not bad. Not great either though. And then the upper gardens, I think, are a bit more of like a, shall we say, like lawn garden. Still quite nice. You can see the building again, it fits in really well with the landscape. I think the architecture is really well done. Let's get one photo of that. Can't say that manning a gimbal in one hand and a camera in the other hand is all that easy. But we do what we can. Well, it looks like we're coming to the end. So I guess that's it for this garden. I might spend a bit more time here. It's really peaceful here, really nice. But as for the video, I think I'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Turns out there was a little fountain in a really nice courtyard right at the end that I thought I'd include. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.